It's day 2 of the festival, Chelmsford, and I'm here with the enemy. How are you?
Yeah, all good, cheers. You?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are we coping with the heat, honestly?
It's literally
Yeah,
boiling.
I'd probably say
innit?
it's a bit too hot. It's too hot to play a gig, but that's what we're here to do, aren't we?
we love the heat when we're on holiday, but wearing jeans and a t-shirt, it's not. And I'm not getting my chicken legs out, like I said earlier.
It's typical English though, do you know what I mean? We complain about it when it's raining, and then when it's hot, you just complain straight away anyway.
Exactly.
Never happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the same if you didn't moan.
It's our first outdoor dry gig though. Well, yesterday was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like all year we've been like outside gigs has just been raining, and we're like just before we go on stage, it's like damn. Do you know what I mean?
You potentially curse that now. There are grey clouds looming as we speak.
Damn.
What
What was I thinking?
There's still an hour or
you're
so
right.
to
Let's
go.
shut up about this now.
Now, what is the ideal conditions for an enemy gig, though? Do you like having to win over people? Do you like that challenge?
Yeah, I mean, we played the other day at Hyde Park, and they weren't necessarily there for us.
Yeah,
you know,
they
they were
were
there
there
for
for
Usain
Olympics,
Bolt. He supported us, and it went amazing. Literally one of the best gigs, weren't it, of the year? Like,
It was about 40,000 people we played to, and so you got to think probably a small percentage of them had heard of us. So it was nice. It's nice when you play, and we heard like we'd win people over. They came and spoke to us on Twitter and stuff, didn't they? And
yeah, that's it.
said they'd never heard of us and they're going to go out and buy all our albums. And yeah, so it's cool to do that. It's nice to play to your own fans as well, but that's nice to do the mix. Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Gives you the opportunity to get new fans, which is always a good thing, I guess.
I'm all for that, 100%.
And you've been away for a while, so I guess there's a case that you want to also gauge that people are still excited that you're around as well.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Like we need to get this album out because we're so proud of this album. Not like I think it's a quality album, not in an arrogant way, in a proud way. Like, do you know what I mean? Because we spent a whole year we had a year off, and then a whole year just like writing this album, and it's turned out like because we recorded it with a guy from a band called The Bronx, which is a punk band, and he's brought out like the 3-piece sound out in us again because I think we didn't want it to sound like massive. Do you know what I mean? And he did a good job at that, didn't he? And we just want everyone to hear it again because there's probably a few people that don't know it's out and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And
I mean, a lot of bands. You think from when we came out, sort of when was it? Sort of 2007 or something.
Yeah.
There's not as many bands around now, so it is just hard. But we're privileged to be able to make a third album. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of bands that don't get the chance to actually do that. So to be able to do it and get out there and play it to people and have such a good reaction from it as well.
And we're enjoying playing. Enjoying playing this one live as well because it's all upbeat tunes and just like there's a lot of comments saying the enemy are back on Twitter. It's like that's mint. Do you know what I mean? We are because we're so excited. Like we're literally buzzing for it because we haven't done it. Like we've been away for a year. Do you know what I mean? So.
Can I ask what you were doing on that in the first year that you took off? Did you just step away from music completely and just find yourselves again, so to speak?
Yeah.
I think we still might have done the odd little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, the odd gig and stuff. Like we did in Ireland, we did a little gig and stuff. But yeah, to be honest, we just wanted to go back and have it. We'd all bought houses and stuff, and like I don't know, we
just back to a normal life, but being in the privileged position where you don't have to go and work every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was really cool, like getting your life sorted
and then it got boring.
Yeah, and started jamming again, didn't we? And got the album together.
Yeah. So.
Now, I know I think you've said that you thought maybe the second album was a bit too political and maybe this one's a bit more like your first one. Do you see that as maybe not progressing because it sounds like the first one, or do you think that's just your sound and you just honed what your sound is with this one?
Yeah. I think we found the sound on this album 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're a 3-piece band, and I think that should always come across. You shouldn't be pretending you're bigger than what you are because we wanted to sound what we sounded like live. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's really come across on this album.
Because I think a lot of bands feel the pressure to progress, do you know what I mean? And they end up actually being something they're not. And I think if you can do what you do and be yourself but keep it exciting, I think that really gives the fans what they want because you're not sort of taking a detour from what they fell in love with in the first place.
That's the thing. That's what you can't do. You can't just. Well, I mean, some bands can. Like they can reinvent themselves and stuff.
Yeah.
And
you can go in a direction, but you shouldn't feel pressured into doing it just for the sake of progression.
Yeah,
Be a natural thing, basically.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Now, I think you recorded some in LA and some in the UK. Did being in LA influence the sound? How were you distracted by the things that go on in LA at all?
No, we were going to do it in London, and then the geezer who was doing it, Joby from the Bronx, like he's the band called the Bronx. He lives in LA, and he's mariachi El Bronx as well. Like they're doing really well out there, and he said, I can't get over because I've got like a few interviews and stuff.
Shame.
To do. Yeah, I was like, we'll come to you. Do you know what I mean? And but we only went out there for 2 weeks, and we had to get like 6 songs recorded, or 6 or 7.
It was just hard work. I mean, it was on an industrial estate, sort of about half-hour drive from where we were staying, so it was hard work.
LA traffic as well, grim.
We were out there to do a job. We weren't there to party, so it's kind of.
Managed to get out a couple of
time for
nights, like because the Lost Profits boys live out there as well, and we went out like one night with them, and yeah, it was good. Like I wanted to get out. Do you know what I mean? I really wanted to get out, but we had no time. It was so annoying. The worst thing is being hungover in the studio as well. It's like it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's the bass today. Damn.
Yeah.
No.
Sleeping on the sofa in the
Yeah,
studio.
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you work well under pressure? You said you had to get 6 songs done. Do you work well under those circumstances, or do you need to be a bit more lackadaisical about it?
No, I think we work well.
Yeah,
actually.
I think we are quite proficient. I think it's kind of. Well, you know you've got to get it done. Joby knows what he's got to get done as well, and you kind of. We never mess around in the studio. It's kind of. It does always get done quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's just how we always do it. I mean,
The great thing about Joby as well, he doesn't fart around with like new like sounds, like
won't
like try
experiment
this
for the sake
sound
of
and
it,
stuff.
will
It's
he?
like no, like because live I'd like to think we're like we put on a punk show. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I feel.
Nice and raw.
Yeah, and I feel like just unleashing loads of energy live. So I kind of like that.
How do you prepare yourself for a festival show? Do you have any rituals or anything that you're doing? I see you've got some Cobra there. Is there anything else?
Bit of Cobra, but there's some free mojitos. We had one.
Brilliant.
Earlier. He didn't like it, like coconut, weren't it, or something
weird
horrible.
slush puppy thing was horrible.
But I quite liked it because it was cold, slush puppy. It's all right. And then
They should just have a Carlin tent.
yeah.
That's my
yeah,
actually
you'd
my
take
favourite.
that, yeah.
That's my favourite alcoholic
What's
drink.
wrong with
so.
Cobra?
Cobra, Sam.
Yeah.
Cobra's all right.
Product placement going on in this interview. You're trying to get some freebies here.
I'll take free Cobra and Carling and slush puppy.
And Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's not bad. But no, and then weirdly, like if we're talking rituals, me and him are just he's so stupid. I don't know why we do it, but before every
Can't even
gig,
explain it.
yeah, it's so ridiculous. Like just before we go on, like Tom will go, right, we're on, and so he'll walk out, and I have to. What do I do? Breathe in your
Just
ear.
don't breathe on my
Just
head,
like-
just slightly. Just have to.
Yeah.
A bit unsettling.
It's so weird. Like he'll turn around and go, do it, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot to do it. Yeah, so I have to breathe on his head,
One of
like
them
as in
stupid
2
things,
seconds
isn't it?
before we go out. Like
Yeah, it's one of them stupid things that's just kind of. Joe, and you sort of trick yourself like, oh, I've got to get to the microwave before it pings or I'll die. One of them kind of things.
It's a form of OCD, basically, isn't it?
I think it is, but it's stuck with us for like the last sort of 3-4 years now. So
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is-
think we can stop.
this is not the same, but like you try waiting for your toes to pop up and don't and try not to jump. It always makes you jump. You're like, yeah, now, now, now.
That is so true.
I always do that, like every morning.
That's my challenge for tomorrow morning now.
Don't jump.
I'll tweet you, let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Now, you've played the FA Cup final, you played for the Olympics, as you said, you've supported Oasis, Rolling Stones. What is on your bucket list as a band next?
You'd like to headline a festival, wouldn't you? Like
Well, that's 100% the dream, I reckon. Like
Which one, ideally?
any.
all of them.
Yeah, one year
Greedy.
just do like every single festival. I'd absolutely love it because like we didn't start a band to be a small band. We did it because we love music and we wanted to be the biggest band in the world. And I think we've all still got that dream, haven't we? And 100%, I'd love to headline a festival. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I believe it is. Like
Good.
if we keep churning albums out like this one,
Yeah.
in a proud way, not an arrogant way,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think it can be done.
Is there anything about how the music industry's changed since you've been away that you're not so keen on now you're back this time round? Maybe the social media thing with Twitter. Is there anything that you're not liking?
I think the social media thing's good, don't you? It's
Yeah, like
instant
we-
feedback and
Yeah, we only joined Twitter about it must be a year.
September last year, wasn't it? So just under a year.
just under a year ago, and it's like, well, Tom's literally addicted to it. He can't get off it, can he?
Join the club.
Yeah.
Typically, we were completely anti it at first and thought everyone was an idiot who was on it,
Yeah.
and then started using it and went, it's quite good actually.
I get it now. Like you totally get it. Like to start off with, like I got my own one, and it's like weather's nice. Do you know what I mean? I was like, what do people want to hear? Do you know what I mean? And then you get into it and it's absolutely quality. You can have a right laugh and then a little chat to everyone and you can see what's going on, can't you?
What about if you get a kind of a rude tweet? We all get them now and again, one that ruins your day. How do you deal with that?
I tell you what, there's some idiots on there, but
The thing is, you get too many positive ones to really bother because it's like they just want a reaction and it's kind of like it's a bit pointless. But fair play, you get it in everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
there's actually one geezer that just literally says Andy Hopkins knob or something like that, and but 3 times a day, and actually I started finding it really. He was like, he's actually hilarious. You know what I mean? It's quite funny.
If you'd done one, it would have made an impact. Now it's just.
He turned funny, but I was like, he's a bit of a geezer.
God, don't big him up. He's going to be well chuffed.
Don't retweet him or reply to him.
Oh no,
Don't give him what he wants.
Fuel it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't see him anymore.
Blocked it.
Right, I'm gonna.
I don't care. I literally do it. Literally couldn't give a shit.
Shall we end on that? Couldn't give a shit tone, shall we?
Quote him.
Have a great one today.
Yeah,
and have a good year. Good luck with everything.
Yeah, wicked.
Thank
Cheers
you.
very much.
Thanks.